Greetings, friends and esteemed adventurers. Welcome back to part 6 of our Gargoyle Gladiator of Trog. In the last episode, we waltzed through the shoals, didn't have a whole lot of problems there, so in this episode we're going to move on. I believe we've got a spider nest to take care of. So this should be fun. Obviously, having poison immunity is going to help a lot. We don't have our core for entropy weavers, which does suck, but I'm not colossally worried about it. I think life's good. We'll check our skills. This all looks okay to me. We don't need Invo for Trog. Evo's at about 6. And then we do have Wand of Clouds. Okay, so Evo we might take up to 8, just for, I guess, posterity and completeness. It's probably wouldn't hurt to have, but for now, I'm pretty well happy with these skills. Definitely want to get shields up for this glowing large shield of reflection. That's a pretty nice find, I think. So without further ado, let's start moving. Alright, so we've got our first couple dangers. Tarantella, that can definitely confuse us. And then Orb of Destruction, obviously, can be a big danger. So if we just try to take this stuff out, we should be okay. We also have our Elec because we're a gargoyle, so Spark Wasp shouldn't be too big a deal. Okay, we've got Nicola now. That is much bigger deal. So let's go ahead and we'll get Trog's hand up just for some extra MR as well as regen, and then we'll go ahead and Berserk. Luckily we have this little wall of spiders that's going to stop Nicola from getting to us right now. So from here we're just going to try to take out Nicola. The rest of this stuff is fine, but Nicola can obviously do some serious damage to us, so he is dead, and we're okay now. Our Berserk just ran out, so we're slowed. I don't want to chase an orb spider while I'm slowed, so I'm just going to back out. One of the frustrating parts of Spider Nest is definitely a lack of food, so that's something that we'll need to kind of work with, but overall it shouldn't be too bad. So my brother and I started moving today, which worked out really well, and when I got back I decided to try a Draconian Conjurer. That's one of the caster combinations that I've been working on. And I've gotten a few of them to like late lair, no problem. So I'm getting a lot better at the Conjurer start. I know a lot of people don't like that book, but I think it works pretty well. I mean, it's not amazing, it doesn't have Battlesphere anymore, but it's perfectly adequate. So I recently had a, do we want that cloak? We should probably check it, huh? But so I recently had a Draconian Conjurer of Ashen Zari get to like layer 6 or something. Yeah, I think, and that died pretty unexpectedly, so that was upsetting. But decided to try again. Picked up Sif Muna just for the spell books. Sif Muna is great in general for casters, so that's what we went for. Things were going fine. Made it to lair. And then unfortunately ran into a black mamba right at the entrance to lair. So normally, just a black mamba by itself shouldn't be a big deal, but right at the lair entrance, I just was not strong enough to deal with it in any capacity. So I kind of threw everything at it. I got purple as my draconian color, so I tried a Dispelling Breath, a Wand of Acid. I used Confusion several times. But eventually it just destroyed us. We didn't have any Arpoise, so that was certainly upsetting, but such is life. Oh my god, we don't need that many books. Holy crap. I mean, burn spellbooks is good, but it's not like life-changing or anything. So we'll go ahead and identify the cloak. Do I want repel missiles, or do I want MR? I think I want MR. Yeah, I'm going to put that on. Plus it gives us, what, 3 AC? 4 AC. Okay, yeah, I think that's definitely worth doing. So many books in here. Wow. If only we were a caster. Okay. What do we have to drop? Do I have any wands that I could use the recharging on? Yeah, I can use those. Let's go ahead and recharge paralysis and ice blast. Okay, cool. We don't have boots. I didn't think we did. So we'll go ahead and put these on. Let's drop our fruits. Fruits don't give a whole lot of nourishment, and we're not fed us, so we don't have any reason to keep them. So go ahead and put the boots on. 2 more points, or 2 more AC. Ah, yeah, we're up to 44 now. Super invincible, yo. I'm just kidding. I don't actually talk like that. Some people think I do. I think JD thinks I talk like that sometimes. Don't need the potion of berserk, so we'll just go ahead and keep auto exploring. But looks like we've finished spider 1, so excellent. We're doing well thus far. Got another tarantella, a couple of them. Okay, first entropy weaver. How do we want to deal with this? You know, as it stands, I'm not I'm not entirely sure, but let's go to the stairs, so that when we do get corroded, let's go ahead and berserk here as well. If we do get corroded, then we can just walk back up. And a couple of points of corrosion is okay. Awesome, that worked out pretty well. And we're slowed, so let's go upstairs before we get overwhelmed. And we'll drop another book. Okay, fantastic. Took care of our little welcome party. I actually tend to kind of like spider. I know a lot of people don't, but I'd rather do this than snake pit. I don't really like snake pit, and I really don't like shoals. Shoals ended up being totally fine on this character, but generally speaking, if I get a shoals, there's a significantly higher chance that I'm going to die compared to the other layer branches. So, perfect. And I'm a little bit distracted right now. I won't lie to you guys, I definitely just died in RuneScape, so I'm trying to run back and get my body while finishing this video. I didn't want to just make another video, or just call it, because I don't really see a huge need to do that right now. There's a new, well, I don't know how new it is, but new since I played back in the day, thing in RuneScape where it gives you like an hour to get your corpse back. Okay, so we're corroded a whole crap load and pretty well surrounded. So we're going to take this demonic crawler up, and we should be able to deal with him while corroded. So I think we can just walk away. Actually, let's do this. Let's go ahead and burn this spellbook, make him stand in the fire. Even though our mace does almost nothing to him, the fire should pretty well kill him. Cool. We've lost our corrode status. And there's our friend the Entropy Weaver. So we'll go ahead and Berserk and just get rid of him before he can corrode us. And life's good. The one nice thing about Entropy Weavers is they give you flesh to eat. That's about the only nice thing about them. So, alright, we have found our Demon Whip. So let's take a look and see if this is something, if it's got a decent brand, something that we want to use, etc. So let's go ahead and we'll drop another book. Pick it up and equip. +3 Demon Whip of Venom. I think we're probably not going to use that, but let's take a look. We're well past min delay, so base damage of 11 + 3 is 14, so 14 at 0.5 with a Venom brand, or 21 at 0.7 with an anti-magic brand. That's significantly better. I'm going to keep in mind that that's there because I might get some brand weapon scrolls and some enchant weapon scrolls, and we can, because if we can make that like +9 of freezing or something, then I'd probably use it over this artifact. But as it stands, I just don't see me see me wanting to use that. Venom's not a wonderful brand for later game. It's amazing early on. Obviously, you guys already know that, so don't need me to tell you. Oh, okay, so this is an Emperor Scorpion. I really hate Emperor Scorpions, so I'm going to kind of go overkill. I'm going to Bros, and then I'm going to Berserk. I've died to a few of them. Now we got, I guess, I don't know if lucky's the word, more like not unlucky. And it didn't spawn with a Moth of Wrath that could just Berserk it, because that would make things 100,000 times worse. I've lost a couple characters to Berserked Emperor Scorpions, so really glad that we didn't run into that. So, okay, we've got Arachne. The biggest danger here, obviously, is that he can kind of just ensnare us, poison us, and then blink away. And to a character that doesn't have our poise, that's colossally dangerous. She hits 30 plus her Staff of Poison, so she's all around just not a good time. But it shouldn't be too big a deal for us to deal with. Again, you know, we're more or less, well, not even more or less, we are immune to poison damage. Or is it immune to being poisoned? Not sure if there's a difference there. Like Venom Bolt, I think deals like a base amount of damage. I don't know if we're immune to that or not, but not too worried. She also hasn't seen us yet, so I'm going to go ahead and just walk away for now. And we'll kind of think on that. We do have some consumables we could use. We could use our Phantom Mirror. We've got Wand of Acid. Wand of Paralysis might work, because Wand of Paralysis tends to work on stuff that's fast. Okay, so 29%, not great. So let's see. Let's go ahead. We can Wand of Clouds as well. I don't think we need it though, so I'm gonna go ahead and Wand of Acid. Just try to get her a little bit corroded. Okay, I'm happy with that. And now we'll just go ahead and Berserk. And yeah, she's just easy peasy. That was no problem at all. Cool. Another identify. We'll go ahead and identify a scroll. Scroll of Noise. Don't have any interest in that. I'm curious, do you guys know of like a niche use for Scroll of Noise? I can't think of one because you can just make your character make noise, but there might be something I've never thought of that might be kind of interesting. If you guys know of something, just let me know. I'd be curious. So, I did get my body back in RuneScape, so that's no longer a problem. I'm going to Wand of Clouds here. I don't want to take a bunch of orbs flying over there. So, we'll go here, and then Wand of Clouds here. Oh, that's awesome. That was sick. I didn't expect to get fire. That was sweet. Oh, that just made my night. Alright. I guess that's what happens when you're not 0 evocations. Cool. That kind of begs the question, do we want to train some more evocations? I know like Wand of Clouds can shoot acid clouds if you get high enough, but I don't know that I want to really, use that much experience. It seems like quite a bit. I mean, we are maxed out on our weapon, which is great. Dodging is where I basically want it. Armor can kind of just keep going for as long as I want it to. Shields I may stop at 10 and switch that over to Evo. I'll probably do that, take Evo to like 10 or so. So, okay. We have an ice cave, and I think I will go for that. At this point, it's just free experience. I don't think there's anything in there that's going to really harm us, especially because usually ice cave spawns in lair. So I don't know if like the level of the ice cave is determined by the level of everything, or of like where it spawns. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I'm gonna summon a bro here because I do kind of want to get to the ice cave. I don't want it to just disappear while we're getting there, but we may not have a choice. How we doing? Okay, yeah, we're good. Drop our ring of fire. And then let's go ahead and get regen going to heal up a bit. Cool. I realized that was a little bit reckless, but I felt okay doing it. Scroll of summoning. Boom. We've made it to the ice cave. So again, I don't know if the difficulty of the ice cave is determined by the difficulty of the zone where it spawns, but it usually spawns in lair, and so usually we'd be significantly lower level. But we'll see. We do have RC, so not too worried. We'll hopefully just, get some stuff to work with in here, consumables, that kind of thing. A glowing helmet. We have got a +1 hat, so we'll go ahead and drop our hat and see if this helmet's any good. +1 helmet of intelligence. I think that literally does nothing for us, but maybe I'm wrong. Of intelligence is better than not of intelligence, right? Even though we're Trog and not casting, it's got to do something, one would think. I don't know. Maybe that's another one of those where somebody knows of some kind of niche thing that I can't think of, that I just don't know about. So let me know, friends. Okay, well, I guess we're standing in a cloud of freezing vapor for the time being. Don't care about Wand of Polymorph. I just about killed my Draconian Transmuter with using a Wand of Polymorph on Ijib, and I turned it into a Swamp Drake. That was cool. I think we've explored everything. That's hysteric. Oh, no, we haven't. Okay. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I couldn't believe it was gonna be that small. That's what she said. Hey! I make myself laugh sometimes. Man, these crazy Simulacra are sweet. I've never casted Simulacra. I would love to get that spell going and do it like on an 8-headed Hydra, just so I could walk around with Hydra Simulacras. That seems like it'd be super fun. We're gonna back off because we're taking some damage here. And we'll go ahead and eat. I love flying. It's so nice. ZDG's Ghost. Minotaur Fighter of Oka, 94 health. He must not have been a very high level then, if it's a Minotaur. And 26 damage? Okay. He is flying, though. Oh, I guess, yeah, duh. Okay. Can't Wand of Acid him, though we probably don't need to. We can probably just Berserk and kill him, huh? Watch, he's just gonna, like, two-shot us here in a second. Cool, that was easy. Okay, doke. That's really rude. He can Bolt of Cold and he can Torment us. And a whole load of damage. Okay, luckily we do have 2 points of our neg. I think this calls for a Phantom Mirror. I maybe shouldn't have used it at that point, but this, okay, yeah, this makes me really nervous. Can the Simulacra swim or fly? Slow but swims quickly. Okay, so let's go ahead and Wand of Clouds into that hallway and just see what we get. We got fire. Okay, so hopefully stuff will walk through it. Not so lucky. Alright, and it looks like our mirror is dead, so let's go ahead and Lightning Rod. And again, I'm basically going to try to kill the Ice Fiend from behind cover if I can. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and Wand of Clouds there again. And we'll go ahead and Wand of Acid. I'm really afraid of this Ice Fiend, so I'm literally just gonna throw all of my sort of non-consumable consumables I can at it. Can we can't paralyze it, can we? Nope. We can paralyze this though. Oh, maybe not. Okay. We'll go ahead and Vial of Floods just to basically get a body. We'll put it back there. And then we're going to back up a few steps. Okay. So let's go ahead and Wand of Clouds again in here. And there's our friend the Ice Fiend. So we would love to Wand of Clouds again and get fire this time, but that clearly didn't happen. Can we do that again? I don't think so. Okay. Oh, nope, he is magic immune, so we can't use a Hex Wand. We can use Acid, where we can also Trog's Hand. Let's go ahead and quaff a Heal Wounds. Okay, we don't have resistance. We do have Lig. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is go here, Brothers in Arms, and I'm gonna quaff Lig. Because this gives us basically Torment immunity. And we can we still Berserk in Lig? Yeah, we can. Okay. Awesome. That might have been super overkill, but as you saw, Ice Fiends can do a shitload of damage. So, I think that was fully worth it to kill the Ice Fiend. Because that would have been hugely painful to run from. Yeah, we don't need a Cloak of Cold Resistance. Bloodstained Boots. That's a great find. Positive Energy, don't care about that. We do care about our lovely Bloodstained Boots though. So yeah, we used quite a few wand charges there, but again, I think that was worth it. I don't want to mess with an Ice Fiend. That's, to me, one of the scarier enemies we can find. Cool. much care about Wand of Flame. There's our brand weapon. So let's go ahead and put on these rings. We'll just try them. Ring of Stealth, don't care. Protection from cold, I don't really care about that either. Though at this point, between See Invisible and Protection from Cold, they're both kind of junk. Neither of them are really doing anything for me at this point. Though I guess I'd rather have See Invisible, just, you know, in case something goes invisible. I don't like that. It kind of drives me crazy. Let's go ahead and put our boots on. Yeah, we'll keep equipping them. Oh, there we go. +1, strength +4, dex +4, slay +2. Okay, those aren't bad in any way. They're not incredible, but I'll take it. Go ahead and try this ring. Protection from fire. Yep, I'm gonna wear that. We did not have any fire resistance previous to that ring, so. And how are we doing on time? 26. Okay, we've got time to take on Spider 4. Oh my gosh, I totally just hit the wrong button. Did not mean to go down there. Okay, so that was a misplay, but it ended up working out, at least for now. We may get surrounded without an upstairs here shortly, but we're going to do everything in our power not to. So we'll just have to play relatively conservatively. We've got Izul. So I'm going to go ahead and Trog's Hand. And what can Izul do to us? Sleep is not going to affect us because our MR is high enough. Venom Bolt, Poison Arrow, that should be fine. But just in case, we'll go ahead and Berserk. Yeah, totally fine. We do need to eat though. And stop chasing this orb spider. Cool. Let's make room for the flesh. I like having flesh. So, we don't need a Wand of Flame. Wand of Digging. I think we already have one. Yep, we do. No need to have a second. There's our Potion of Resistance. Kind of wish I had that for the Ice Fiend, but it's okay. Awesome. And as you can see, that was a misplay, but it ended up not being too bad for us in the long run. Last potion to identify. The last couple things we'll identify are wands, and we haven't found acquirement. That would be a good find. Wand of Enslavement. That would be fun. I kind of like the ones I have. Is there anything I could potentially drop to make room? Could probably drop Holy Word. Let's go ahead and drop Brilliance. That's not going to do anything for us. Oops. Okay. I'm assuming that in this area is the rune, so we're going to try to clear around that first. Yep, that's got to be it. Alright, I've never actually XV'd a Demonic Crawler. Okay, so it just hits 3d13. And they're fast, but other than that, not dangerous. Although I guess kind of everything is dangerous if it hits you, 40 times in a row. Alright, so we have quite a bit of nonsense here that we're going to have to find a way to deal with. I think the way that's going to work for us right now is probably to go, oops, over here, or maybe even like here. That's probably better. And try to take this stuff one-on-one. But first, oops, I have caps lock on. First I want to do that in Trog's hand. Because that entropic weave corrodes the target. I don't know. Does that must not check MR? Yeah, because we're getting screwed. Okay, so let's go ahead and Wand of Clouds. We're gonna need to figure out a better way, or a way to deal with these that's not melee. Minus 12 we can deal with, but like minus 30 would be a problem. So let's see. This this cloud is gonna help. Okay, so there's an upstairs right there. It'd be really good if we can, I think we can get there. Or, I mean, if we just lose the Entropy Weaver, then we're fine. But, clearly, luck is not on our side for losing the Entropy Weaver. So, okay. We have a red back, and we're okay now. Fantastic. I don't want to go back down there. That staircase is pretty well surrounded, so much rather come at it from this side. Okay. Can we paralyze or confuse the Entropy Weaver? There's actually not a terrible chance. Let's go ahead and file on top of him. We'll get an elemental going. We will summon a bro, and then that's a whole lot of nonsense, but I think we can berserk and be okay here. Yeah, so we did get minus 8, but with our ogre friend, we should be okay, and the fact that we're berserked, we should be okay. Once this is over, we're probably going to have to run over to the staircase. But if we're gonna just, you know, pull 3 guys over there, I think that's okay. Okay, it is time to go upstairs. And we're bringing quite a bit with us, which is super unfortunate, but I think we're alright. Holy crap, we're less alright. That was fun. Not really. Alright, let's go ahead and block off that stair. And we'll go back down here. Cool. Yeah, so the spider rune chamber can be really bad. But aside from that, like I said, spider, at least in my experience, tends to be okay. If you don't have our poise, then you just die, which sucks. Or if you're like Che, I don't know. Che has definitely a tough time with spider, because everything's fast and a lot faster than you. Now you can kind of just spam slouch through it, but we're not here to talk about Che because we're not playing as Che. And again, I don't mess with Emperor Scorpions. I'm going to pretty much berserk on every single one. Okay. So this is potentially quite dangerous. That torpor snail is going to slow us while everything around us is quite fast. So that's something that we kind of need to figure out how to deal with. Can we Wand of Acid over there? Yes, we can. How about enslave? Let's grab a Tarantella for the ride. And then we'll go ahead and we will Trog's Hand, get our MR and regen up. And then we'll go ahead and Berserk. As you can see, we're taking quite a bit of damage, and a huge part of that is because of being slowed. So, we're good now. A couple Tarantellas never hurt anybody. That's not even the slightest bit true. A couple Tarantellas have hurt plenty of people, but we can deal with them. You feel dopey. What drained me? That's rude. Oh, Ghost Moth. Okay. I hate orb spiders. They're so obnoxious. Cool. So we've had quite a bit of trouble, but nothing that's been, you know, absolutely impossible. None of that, like I said, Emperor Scorpion Ghost Moth nonsense. Or not Ghost Moth, Moth of Wrath nonsense. Because that is some true nonsense. It's absolutely brutal. Alright, Entropy Weaver. But I've got you by yourself. Can I paralyze you? The answer would be no. So we're going to Berserk and try to kill you as quickly as possible. Okay, we only got core -4. We're good. My cat is behind me making noise. I didn't even know that he was here. Cool. So we've got our rune. I accidentally just auto-explored into it, but I'm okay with that. So, excellent. I think that means that we're ready to take on the vaults. We'll take care of that next episode. Have a great day.